Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and all friends. Now, haven't you ever had a longer stay? Well, I had mine. I had mine the longest stay ever. Incidentally, I was in New Zealand and it was in the summer, and it was really the longest day because it was sunset at 10:30 p.m. in the evening. I was there not only because it was a day that was long, but because that day was meaningful. I was there with my family members, having on the last day of a holiday, and we were having a barbecue, me, my mom, my brothers and sisters, father, and my aunties and uncles. That was my longest day, and it was the most memorable ever. Until 2 days ago, I had my longest day ever. That replaced this longest day. It started out every other day. Nothing new. I woke up, I went to office. It was a peaceful day, but as I was having my lunch, I received a call. It was my brother. Ring, ring, ring. So I picked up my cell phone, spoke through the phone, and all he said was, "Hey, Ralph, you better come quick. I'm at the A&E department of Tan Tock Seng Hospital." At that point in time, it just didn't make sense because he was speaking in a panicky tone, so he didn't elaborate much further. So with that, I know he told me that I'm in Tan Tock Seng Clinic 1A, I can please come. I threw aside my lunch, rushed down to Tan Tock Seng Hospital, and that was when I had a little bit more information from him. So what he told me was, around that day, in the morning, my mom decided to go see a doctor because her eye wasn't feeling too good. When she went to the general clinic, the doctor checked and referred her to the accident and emergency department in Tan Tock Seng. And that's how she ended up there. And that's how me, my brother, and her ended up that afternoon. We waited together for about 2 hours for a doctor to examine her. And it wasn't good at all because she subsequently was referred to the eye specialist in Tan Tock Seng Hospital. As she sat there, waiting, a specialist came in, looked at her eye, viewed, checked, shook his head, called another doctor, a specialist, to come in. Well, he came in, looked again. Altogether, this went on for about 4 specialists. At that point in time, we were wondering what is going on because we have not had any update. All we heard was they were rambling. It's an RD, it's an RD, it's an RD. I had no idea what an RD was. I was thinking, Riverview Drive? Maybe they knew where I stayed, that's good. But it doesn't explain anything. Or maybe it was, since it was eye, I thought, okay, red dot, so it's maybe a sore eye, it's not that serious. By the time the 5th doctor came, we had to ask questions, we probed, we were getting agitated, and he explained to us, well, your mom had a very, very serious condition, it's called RD, it's actually meant retinal detachment. Now to give you guys what it means, if you are in a room with a PowerPoint, you will project it onto the screen. This screen is what the retina does for the eye. What happened was that this screen behind the eye actually came off. Half of it actually came off. And had my mom delayed for 1 more day, she would have gone blind permanently. At the time, the 5 specialists gathered there like an Indian chief congregation, but they weren't able to decide what to do because none of them had seen this often. And they had to call, and a senior professor actually came in. That was already like 9 o'clock in the evening. Well, he saw her, looked, but thank goodness he calmed us, collected, calmed us down to us. Again, that is a retinal detachment. Thank goodness your mom came today because any time more, she would have lost eyesight in one eye. So what happened in the next 1 hour, the time just went past. She underwent surgery at 10 o'clock in the evening. It was a 4-hour surgery and she was under general anesthesia to patch up the eye. So what they did was that they actually patched the screen back onto her eye, and when she came out, the doctor said the operation went successfully. So thank goodness, but it was the day was long, and as she recovered from a general anesthesia, we managed to go into laughter, and I was telling her that, hey, Mom, you've got a nice eye. Look like you survived one round with Mike Tyson. And yesterday, we managed to send her back to the hospital. Send her back home when she get home rest. So for the next 1 month, she had to lie, sight, so that she can rest her eyes sufficiently and recover over time. Ladies and gentlemen, that was one of my longest things ever. If I could just quote Einstein and what I have explained about relativity. Relativity is when you put your hand on the kettle for 1 second, it feels like eternity. However, if you spend a day with your loved one, it just feels like 1 second. Now the time that I had that day, although it was just another 24 hours, it was a 24 hours that stretched. The moral that I want to share with you guys is, you never know when tragedy might strike. You might lose your loved one, or they might lose their sight and they can't see you for the rest of their life. But the important thing is, let's go for quality and quantity when you're talking about loved ones. Because no matter how much time and how much quantity you have, it will never be enough when it comes to your loved ones. Okay.